This is Valley News Live at 10.
Well, the storm is here again. Good evening, everyone. I'm Justin Betty.
And I'm Stacy Van Dyke. A blizzard warning is in effect until 9 a.m. and it's having impacts. Make sure you check our list of closings and cancellations. More than 100 businesses and school districts are getting a late start tomorrow.
And that number keeps growing. Parking lot. Driving is a tough go tonight. Weather also impacting flights just about everywhere. Flights into Fargo have been canceled for tonight, and thousands of Bison fans are having a tough time trying to get down to Frisco. As for what the rest of tonight has in store, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson with your first look at the forecast. Hutch.
Thanks so much, Justin. Good evening, everyone. Heading into the 10 o'clock hour, things have just been updated by the North Dakota Department of Transportation. You're looking at their map here, and there's an expansion of the no travel advisory that was in northeast North Dakota. It now extends all the way through Cooperstown, Valley City, straight down to Lemoore and Ellendale in Dickey and Lemoore counties. So an expansion of areas of no travel advised by the North Dakota Department of Transportation. An update across northwest Minnesota. Any pink roads are snow covered. Let me get to the radar. First and foremost, we do have an intense band right now. This is in Clay County near Barnesville, Sabin, and also Rothsay, spreading all the way down into northern parts of Wilkin County. And then we also have a healthy band over Crookston, Grand Forks, and that extends all the way down into the Castleton area. And it looks like things are wrapping up at least a little bit out near New Rockford, but the wind, the strongest of it, staying put over the southern boundary with South Dakota, where we have gusts of 43 in Sisseton here. The gusts are near 40 in Jamestown. So as those pick up, the snow that fell today is going to start blowing around, drifting, and zero visibility with drifts will be an issue. Here is a look at the quarter-mile visibility in Oaks and Gwitter, and we also have reduced visibility in Wahpeton and Fargo at a half of a mile at this hour. Still expecting a widespread area of 2 to 6 inches of snow. We already have over 2 inches in Fargo, Morehead. The snow, the heaviest of which is over us now. It continues into the overnight. We will have pockets of intense snow of around 8 inches. I'll have hour-by-hour detail on that. And then Arctic air returns to slap us in the face. I'll tell you how hard it slaps coming up here in just a couple of moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
Make sure you download that Valley News Live weather app. With challenging winter conditions, the weather app can help you plan ahead. It's free in the App Store. Just search VNL Weather for alerts and updates right at your fingertips.
A fleet of Fargo snow plows are out in full force tonight. Today was kind of an all-day preparation. City officials say they've been watching tonight's storms and preparing for it for days. Right now, they're focusing on the emergency snow routes. The snow continues to accumulate in Fargo, but they say the biggest issue is going to be those blowing winds.
Well, we'll be able to handle it, but for sure the wind's going to be the challenge with this one. Yeah, that's going to be the main thing with the visibility and the drifting and blowing snow. So that'll be the main thing, but we'll be out there.
City says it'll be plowing around the clock until the snow stops. New tonight at 10. Tonight, a private viewing was held for the Morehead family that tragically died from carbon monoxide last month.
We were invited to the viewing, and Valley News Team's Nashade Taylor had a chance to speak with relatives mourning the loss of their loved ones.
Yo me siento sumamente destrozada con todo esto, la verdad.
A family stricken by tragedy.
Con nosotros. Mucho que agradecerles.
Is preparing to say their final goodbyes. It's been nearly 3 weeks since 7 members of the Pinto Hernandez family died in their home from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Y pues, yo sé que todo esto es bien duro, pero yo sé que Dios es muy grande y si Él lo permitió así, pues tenemos que aceptar.
Dilcia is the mother of 19-year-old Mariela Pinto, who was one of the deceased. She says Mariela was everything a parent could ask for in a daughter.
Ella era una niña tan linda que nunca se metía en problemas. Bueno, la admiré mucho como hija. Era muy especial. De chiquita.
And now she's going to spend the rest of her life missing Mariela.
Siempre va a vivir en mi corazón.
But unanswered questions are adding to this family's devastation.
Lo que los pone a pensar mucho también que por qué esa casa tuvo que haber tenido solo una alarma.
Morehead police say they believe a furnace or vehicle may have created the carbon monoxide. But Wilfredo Pinto, Mariella's uncle, says there was no carbon monoxide detector in the garage where both were located. The family also says an inspection was supposed to be done on the home in September, but it was not. Now they leave other families with this message.
Y se confiaron mucho y es bien importante tener en mente eso, que hay que estar bien. Sí, porque con todo esto que pasó uno ya no se va a confiar, va a estar más listo en esas alarmas.
In Morehead, Nishay Taylor, Valley News Live.
The funeral is scheduled for next Friday. Members of the public are welcome. 2 of the deceased are being taken back to Honduras to be laid to rest. For information on how to donate to the family, you can visit our website at valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
New developments in Friday's shooting at the Mall of America. Authorities in the Twin Cities say they have now arrested the suspected gunman. The shooting left 2 people injured, prompting a lockdown at the mall and forcing them to cancel their New Year's Eve event. Bloomington police officers arrested the 18-year-old suspect this afternoon in Roseville. He has not yet been formally charged. Investigators also have not said how they found the teen, only saying the building has a robust surveillance system.
Also new for you tonight at 10, George Floyd's 4-year-old niece was shot in Houston on New Year's Day. News outlets are reporting the child, named Ariana, was shot early Saturday morning on the city's south side. The child's father said she was asleep in her bed when someone fired several shots at their apartment. Ariana was struck in the torso. Her family said she remains hospitalized after surgery with a punctured lung, punctured liver, and broken ribs. Houston police are asking for help finding the shooter.
Today, Fargo parents are notified their child's favorite drink, chocolate milk and juice boxes, may no longer be an option at school, at least for a little while.
Valley News Team's Kaylee Chella joins us to break down the problem. Kaylee?
That's right, Stacey. Justin. Fargo Public Schools sent out a note late this afternoon saying 1% white milk will be just about the only option for students starting later this month. They say it's because the pandemic is disrupting the supply chain to the point that their supplier is having trouble getting milk or juice cartons. Now, school says they'll continue serving milk in jugs and disposable cups, but elementary school students will only have 1% white milk available this semester. Now, the change isn't sitting well with some parents, including Leanne Sutherland, whose daughter is a kindergartner at Horace Mann in Fargo, and she's lactose intolerant.
My child chose to drink juice, and now that they're taking that away, not every child has the option to bring a water bottle to school, or, you know, and they're kids, you know, she's in kindergarten, she loses things. She's still learning.
Now, students who signed up to receive juice or chocolate milk currently have 2 options. They can switch to white milk or get a refund. The district says they're not sure when the supply issues will be fixed, but said they're still looking for other options.
Instructions on how to do a switch or get a refund, the district says, will be sent out soon.
A woman on the Spirit Lake Reservation has pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in the death of her foster child. Tammy Longy, also known as Tammy One Bear, was arrested in connection to the death of a 5-year-old child she was fostering back in May 2020. The child was found in the basement of the home with bruising throughout their body. Another child was also injured. Longy is set to be sentenced in April. Her husband, Eric, also pleaded guilty to first-degree felony murder and other charges in connection with the case and is scheduled for sentencing.
Reigning Jeopardy champ Amy Schneider was robbed at gunpoint over New Year's weekend in Oakland, California. Schneider's winning streak stands at 24 straight, earning her almost $900,000 on the quiz show. She tweeted about the robbery yesterday, saying she was shaken up but otherwise okay. Oakland police said in a statement they were still investigating and had not made any arrests.
Still to come here on Valley News Live at 10, you won't believe how long some people in Virginia have been stuck on the highway this week following a major snowstorm.
And blizzard warnings up and down the Red River Valley into western Minnesota and the James River Valley. Overnight is when we'll see some significant accumulations and an increase in our winds, even over the wind that we have now, which is gusting to 40 miles per hour in the south. Some healthy bands of snow right now. The latest in your hour-by-hour forecast is next.